What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys a very interesting video. So, last night, from what you can tell by the title of the video, Angry Papa Smurf. And so, the way this started out, right? I'm on lunch. The armed guard is on lunch. We're just eating, chilling, relaxing, everything. It's kind of coming up towards the end of my actual break. And our AP goes over the wire, says, hey, we got a report of a drunk guy over at the fuel center refusing to leave. We're like, okay, typical night, because we deal with drunk people all the time. And well, within just a few minutes, so he goes out, he's gone for about maybe 3-4 minutes. I'm in the process of putting my stuff away in my locker, and over the wire, the AP goes, A door, or B door, now! B door, now! So I legit run from the back section where the lockers are, through the break room, down the employee hallway, all while employees are like, holy crap, what's going on? I go out and down and around towards our B door, and I don't really see very much of anything. Like, down the way, I kind of can see, like, it looked like someone on the ground. Ended up being just a sled with some stuff on it. Because here in Alaska, one of the best ways, if you're going to be walking and taking groceries with you, have a sled, pull the sled. But the AP's like, to your left. So I look over to my left, and I just see some of our parcels, the cart grabbers. And a little bit after, I see this short little dude. He's about 5 foot, 5'1", right? And I mean, he looks angry, and I mean like angry. So as he's walking, a second later, I see the AP. She's about 10-15 feet from him, maybe a little bit more. So I'm getting closer to them, and then I see our armed guard. And while all this was happening, I wasn't sure what was going on. But the severity of her voice is like, okay, something bad's going on. So my mind's running a mile a minute, thinking, oh crap, is some big dude like assaulting, our armed guard or assaulting our AP or whatever. And I get over, and I legit, so I have to reenact this. This is great because we were laughing about it way too much afterwards. It was fucking awesome. But so I literally see our armed guard, right? He's knees are bent, his ass is out, and he's doing this with his eyes. He's like, ugh. Just like walking, like kind of like towards the direction of where the drunk guy was, right? And it's like, I'm like, what happened? Like, did he get punched in the face? Like, what's going on? So I get over there. I place myself in between the drunk guy and, our AP. Because she's a female, he's a male. But the thing is, with how short, skinny, and dainty this dude was, I'm pretty sure she can, like, bend him over her knee and just fold him in half. But this dude was so angry, so short, and he was bluish. Which, up here in Alaska, there are people who do have a blue hue to their skin. But, so we're escorting this guy off, and he is super drunk. Like, super drunk, right? And he has a bottle of vodka in his right hand. And he's not doing very much other than yelling, being all mad. The AP, who's a nice one, is just mainly trying to get him out of the road. Because this dude is, like, literally now in the middle of the road. Because we have a turning section where, cars can come in and out. He's literally right there in the middle of the out section. And we're trying to get him to go towards the sidewalk. And he's just in there going, I don't give a fuck if I get hit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. I'll fuck you up. Alright? I'm like, dude, just go. Just go. Go over there towards the sidewalk. Walk home. Do whatever you're going to do. Just go away. Right? And it was right when he was getting towards the stop sign. Because he's like, stop following me. Stop following me. He's like, once you get past that stop sign, we aren't going to follow you no more. Okay? So don't worry about it. Just go to the sidewalk. And, there's cars turning in and cars trying to turn out. So we're trying to get him to go off to the side. He ain't giving no fucks at all. All whilst our armed guard is still freaking shimming himself, trying to open up his eyes, because in the process of trying to get the dude away, because he was like shoving himself up to our armed guard, up to our AP. So like our armed guard had to put his hand on his chest. So from his hand to the other guy, he booped him with some gel spray. But it bounced back. It hit the dude on the nose, got him a little bit here and there, right? But it bounced back, got our armed guard in the face. Like one of the dots got him like right in the eye. So he was like down and out, which is where the severity of the of needing my help came in. I was like, oh dang, that happened. But in this process, this dude didn't even realize he got sprayed until like right when he got towards the stop sign. He like holstered up, was like, that guy tried to spray me. He tried to spray me. We're like, yeah. we're just like, wow, he's now realizing this. It took about like 5 minutes from when it happened to where he's at now. And we're like, wow, dude, you're really trashed. Like, really trashed. So, as we're trying to get him to go over that way, he's said, F it, and starts going into oncoming traffic. He literally got about that close to getting hit by a car, like a big SUV car. And we're like, oh my God. Our AP, who is a very nice individual, she was damn near almost had a heart attack because of like seeing him get hit. Like, oof, it was close. It was very close. But, and then like a whole bunch of people, like a gentleman, a customer, and a few other people came over, gave us some water so we could flush out our armed guard's eyes. His eyes were so red. Like, so red. It literally looked like he either stayed up for like a week straight or he just got done at a 420 party and smoked fucking everything. It was so great. Oh my God. Now, in hindsight, the situation that happened isn't funny, but the effect of how drunk this dude was and the fact that this dude, thankfully, like this is the non-funny part. Thankfully, this dude didn't think about going after the armed guard while he was in that state, because it would have been a very, very bad situation, because armed guard, he's kind of incapacitated at the moment, and he did one of the things that is very smart when it comes to being incapacitated in that situation, which is he took himself out of the fight. He literally just veered off, went off to the side, started taking care of himself. So that way, if the dude did get a little wild hair up his butt, he wouldn't be able to go after our armed guard and try to take his gun. You know what I mean? So that's the unfunny part. But the whole outer effect, the armed guard spraying himself in the face by accident, that was funny. The way he was walking, trying to like get to where we were, which was another positive for this guy, because he spent plenty of years in the prison system as a guard, so he has the experience and the know-how. So he did really good on that. But we laughed at him for like the rest of the night. Oh my God, it was so great. Just the way he was walking, the fact he sprayed himself, and then literally angry Pappa Smirf didn't even realize that he got sprayed until about almost off the property. He's like, oh, he sprayed me. Just, he did spray him. He just kind of missed. It like got him on the nose and a few other spots. Ironically, this dude ended up going over to my girlfriend's store. Thankfully, I let her and her team leads know about it. They kicked him out. He was threatening to shoot up the place. He said he was going to go over to the bank and shoot up the place, which is another reason on why I literally say, if you're a retail location and you have associates and you allow these crazy people, and I do mean allow, they allow them to come in. There's a way to stop people like this from coming in, and that is literally having guards and security whose sole purpose is to keep vagrants out. Okay? It's their job to sit there and deal with the stupidity. Okay? If retail locations were to do that, and or let their associates carry and defend themselves, a lot of this vagrants, drunks, violent offenders, and all this other kind of people who are coming in stealing and like assaulting and murdering associates, like the Kroger associate in Lower 48 who got stabbed to death. Yeah. So always be aware. Always watch people's hands, and don't ever, ever, ever assume someone is literally harmless. Don't ever think that. Even if they are a little dainty child, don't assume that that dainty child is harmless. Okay? Don't assume little Mr. Pappa Smurf is harmless. Okay? There's ways that people can do things. Like, I'm not that big of a dude, but I've taken out plenty of big guys in my time because they did the one thing that you shouldn't do: underestimate somebody. You should always expect that they might have a knife, they might not fight fair, because in all honesty, there's no such thing as a fair fight. Period. But never assume that, and always expect the worst, and always keep an eye on everything they're doing. If you're able to, always watch their hands. Like if their hands are always in their pockets, make sure that there's several feet between you and them, and or counter space or anything that you can that can keep them away from you. But that's it for the video. More to come, because I'm pretty sure we're going to deal with more crazy shit. And I also have a few other videos that I'm going to be working on when it comes to crazy retail stories. So, like, share, subscribe. Stay free, America. Love you guys.